Have you ever felt hurt or upset when someone said something negative to you, or when things didn't go the way you wanted them to? If so, you're not alone. It's all too common to get caught up in the belief that other people's actions or words are a reflection of you. But the truth is, they're not. It's a common trap, and one that can keep you stuck and feeling defensive, hurt, or angry. In this episode of the Anger Secrets podcast, you will learn how not to take things personally, so that you can stay calm in situations that would otherwise have you lose control. Hello and welcome to episode 17 of the Anger Secrets podcast. I'm Alistair Dews, and over the last 30 years, I've taught over 10,000 men and women to control their anger, master their emotions, and create calmer, happier, and more respectful relationships. In this podcast, I will share the best tools and techniques I know to help you do the same. Before we get into today's topic, if you'd like to learn how to control your anger in just a few weeks or less, head over to angersecrets.com/training and sign up for my free training. In this training, you will learn the simplest, quickest, and most effective way to control your anger, why traditional counseling or anger management programs just do not work, how to manage your anger in just days, not weeks or months, and much, much more. That's angersecrets.com/training. Okay, now let's jump into episode 17, how not to take things personally. When it comes to controlling your anger and mastering your emotions, understanding how to stop taking things personally is an important skill. The truth is, most of us take things personally that actually aren't about us. We interpret other people's words and actions as if they are personal attacks or criticisms, when in reality they aren't. For example, if your partner says something you perceive as critical, it is easy to become angry or defensive. Or if someone is having a bad day and they take it out on you, it's easy to think they're doing it intentionally. As a result, you get angry and frustrated. To help deal with these situations, I usually give my clients two pieces of advice. These are, number one, it's not about you, or number two, it is about you. Let's look at each of these options in more detail. Number one, it's not about you. When someone does something you perceive as a criticism or attack, 9 times out of 10, it's not about you at all. More often than not, it's just their thoughts or feelings coming through in a moment of tension, stress, or frustration. For example, imagine that you and your partner have had a long day. You are both tired. As you try to talk about something, your partner snaps at you. For example, your partner says something like, "You never listen to me," or "You're always so selfish." It is easy to take your partner's comments personally in this situation. In fact, many people I see think that their partner is specifically criticizing or attacking them in these situations. As a result, they get angry and defend themselves. They may say things like, "That's not true," or "You don't know what you're talking about." As a result, an argument can quickly develop. But was your partner's comment actually about you? In most cases, the answer is no. More often than not, your partner's comments are a sign of their stress, frustration, or anger. They may feel overwhelmed or stressed out, and you were the closest person to them when they needed to vent. So how do you respond to this situation? My advice to my clients is almost always the same. Instead of responding to your partner's frustration and anger with your own, try to understand more about what is going on for your partner. For example, you could say, "It sounds like you're feeling overwhelmed. Is there anything I can do to help?" Doing this shows your partner that you care about what is going on for them. This will likely help you stop an argument before it starts and diffuse the situation. Summarizing this point, often when people say something you perceive as a criticism, especially your partner, it is probably not about you. It is about them. They are likely feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, or simply having a bad day. As a result, show them understanding instead of getting angry or defensive. Ask them what is going on for them or how they are feeling. You will be surprised how often this helps to diffuse a situation before it escalates. Option 2, it is about you. The second situation is the other person's comments are about you. For example, your partner may say something like, "You never listen to me," or "You're always so selfish." This time, however, your partner means it. So, how do you handle this situation? The first step is to think about your partner's comments. Is there any truth in them? If there is some truth to what your partner is saying, then it's essential to be honest with yourself and acknowledge it. This doesn't mean that you are admitting that you are wrong or at fault. Rather, it is simply acknowledging none of us are perfect and that this may be an issue you could work on. For example, if your partner says, "You never listen to me," and there is some truth to this, you could acknowledge this by saying, "You're right, I could work on my listening skills. Is there anything in particular you think I could do differently?" Acknowledging your partner's comments shows them that you are open to feedback and can work on issues that need to change. This is a more productive way to approach a situation than getting angry or defensive. Now let's assume that you think there is no truth to your partner's words. What do you do then? A simple option is to ask for clarification. For example, if your partner says, "You never listen to me," and you think there is no truth in this, you could say, "I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Could you explain this more to me?" By doing this, you will get more information about what your partner is saying, which will help you get to the bottom of the problem. Remember that we all have blind spots, so remain open to the possibility that there may be validity to what your partner is saying, even if you don't see it at first. Okay, let's summarize what you have learned so far. Taking things personally may be your first instinct when you are criticized. However, it almost never helps the situation. Instead of taking things personally, take a step back and think, is this about me? If the answer is no, ask yourself what is going on for the other person. Showing understanding and compassion often helps to diffuse the situation. If the answer is yes, acknowledge any truth in your partner's words. Ask for clarification if you need help understanding. Remain open to the possibility that there may be truth to what your partner is saying, even if you don't see it at first. Either way, do not take your partner's comments personally and do not get angry or defensive. This never helps resolve the situation. Okay, that's all for today's episode. I hope that it has been helpful. Be sure to tune in next week to learn the answers to some frequently asked questions about anger and how to manage it. If you found this episode helpful, please follow this podcast, head to your favorite podcast app, and leave a rating and review. This will help other people struggling with anger find and benefit from this show. Remember, for a free training on how to control your anger in just a few weeks or less, visit angersecrets.com/training. And finally, remember, you can't control other people, but you can control yourself. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.
The Anger Secrets podcast is for general informational purposes only, and does not constitute the practice of counseling, psychotherapy, or any other professional health service. No therapeutic relationship is implied or created by this podcast. If you have mental health concerns of any type, please seek out the help of a local mental health professional.